Hey, good people. This is Arthur Toole with the Idea to Profits in 9 Steps. And today, what I'm going to do is it's the beginning of a new series. It's called Help Me Grow. It's something I've been thinking about doing for a while. People have asked me to do, but I just never got around to doing it. And so, what is it? It's me taking people who are already in business for 6 months, 1 year, some 20 years, analyzing their business based on the process and the model that I created to help them grow further, right? So we're going to start with a friend of mine named Cordia. Cordia has a bakery and it's named Cordia Cakes, and she's been in business for probably about 20 years. Now, when I talk to her, I know that she's had some key relationships: Tito Jackson, Pinkett Smith, Oprah Winfrey, Will Smith, just to name a few. So what I wanted to do was just look at her business and just see some tips that she can use to help her grow. So let's just get started.
Life try to beat me down, but it don't work, see, I'm too strong. Defeat and I ain't friends, cause we don't never get along. I can't stand the status quo, you can't box me in, bro. I take risks, I stand on edge and click no parachute.
Let's go. To get started, let's Google Cordia Cakes. Okay, so we know on Google she has the first position, so that's good. Apparently she's trademarked her name, probably her logo. Let's see. Okay, so that's there. But what I don't see are reviews. What I don't see is a whole bunch of ideas and things from Cordia. So let's see, 54 best cake images on Pinterest. Hopefully she's on here. No. So one of the first things I would do if I were her is I would get on Pinterest, and every time she bakes a cake, every time she bakes something, I would put that on here because people need to know that she exists. And right now it looks like no one knows that she exists. So let's look at images. So we have her here, an image with her and Lionel Richie. Now that's powerful, but it's in a random place. Like no one would know to look here. I see all these cakes, but I don't know if they're hers. So she doesn't really have a social media presence, an online presence. So let's take a look at her website. The first thing I notice is that it's HTML. I mean, so her website is probably built before 2008, which is very, very bad. And now that I look at it, some of the links on her site are broken, which is, if I'm going to come and buy a cake from you and I do not know you and I see this, I'm not going to buy from you. And when I see this, I notice that the site looks outdated. So the very first thing she has to do before she does anything else is to update this site. And she can update this site pretty cheaply now that WordPress has become the standard. And if she doesn't know how to do it, then you can go to sites like Upwork. Let me show you. Upwork.com. And Upwork.com is basically a freelance site where basically if you wanted to have somebody create something for you because you don't know how to do it yourself, you can just go there. And like you literally click a button and say, hey, web development, and go forth, and you can have someone to help you. All right, so let's go through her site. She has home, about us, contact us, media, testimonials, order, log in here. And on this side, she has testimonials from some famous people: Jada Pinkett, Lionel Richie, Tito Jackson, David James Elliott, Vivian Mack. With names like these, if she's truly friends with them, I will have them do a video and say, Cordia Cakes are amazing on all of them. And that would be the first thing. Because if I love Jada Pinkett Smith, then that immediately makes me trust Cordia Cakes. But anybody can throw somebody's name up. Okay? Or if she can't get Jada to endorse her via video, then put a picture up with you and Jada. It's not nearly as effective, but it's way better than this, especially on top of the fact that your website is outdated. Let's look at the order. Oh, so this is horrible. And don't be offended when I say stuff like this is horrible. It's not me dinging or judging the person. It's looking and assessing the business. As it stands right now, I cannot order online. In this day and age, everyone is ordering stuff online. Unless you have a walk-in bakery, which I don't believe she does, then the only way I can order her stuff if I don't know her, is to go online and go to her website. And when I click order, this is what I see. So this has to be fixed immediately. Another thing I noticed is that the website is not secure, right? So that's just an SSL certificate, and that takes $100, $200 tops. So she has been getting orders based on relationships that she has to see face to face. And that's severely limiting, because I've tried her stuff and her stuff is actually pretty good. But this thing right here would be inhibiting. So I wouldn't even go any further in her business. Like, look at her operations, look at her her relationships and her marketing, because I can't order. My first initial review of her site would make me not want to order. Okay. She has pictures that need to be updated. Testimonials. I mean, that's cool, but we need some up-to-date stuff with more images, more pictures. She has another button that's broken. So yes, Cordia, update this site. And that should be priority number one, because we can't even run any online marketing, because we do that, it's going to bring people back to this site. And so this is ground zero. This is the first thing. So that's really all I can do for Cordia today. Cordia, you have amazing product. I know when Lauren tasted it, she immediately said that's what she wanted for her birthday. And you were able to ship it cross country. So she was able to make it and sample for us in California and mail it to DC, and it still tastes amazing. It wasn't dry, it wasn't anything. So the product is amazing. Cordia, I've known online, never physically met, and her presence and her demeanor is very pleasant. Her process is broken. Her online presence is broken to virtually non-existent. And you have too good of a product, and if the referrals and testimonials that you have online are confirmed and can be displayed, you have too many awesome testimonials from too many influencers to not be making money hand over fist. So I will update those things first, the website and those, and then we could get to the other things. So that's it. For everybody else, if you have a business and you are struggling, and you know if you're struggling or not, I know we do things online to make ourselves look better, at least some people do. But if you are struggling and you can't afford true consulting, just shoot me a message, and on Fridays, I'll look at your business and I'll give you a high level look at your business, and I'll share with everybody, because by helping you with your business, we'll be able to help somebody else who may be struggling with the same thing, okay? If you have a friend that has a business that needs some guidance, shoot me a message and I'll do the same. All right, now, last thing, if you are not in business, but you have an idea, remember I'm doing the Ideas to Profits. I'm gonna restart that on Monday, so share that with everyone, and I'm gonna put it on YouTube because you guys have been asking. And if you want me to directly help you with your idea, shoot me the idea of your business and let's talk about it, all right? Again, at this point, all of this is free. I just want to help you guys create something that outlives you, okay? Enjoy the weekend, be blessed, and let's get it next week.